All right. And just like that, what is NATO saying? NATO is saying that if Russia doesn't stop doing, Russian things, things are going to get ugly or something. And NATO has to do something about Russia. So, Kazakhstan thing happens. This happens right afterward. So, now the big thing is, who's going to run as the candidate who wants to fight Russia? So that's what I'm thinking. There's going to be this thing of, I'm the candidate who's going to fight Russia. And people keep this, news will act like this is totally legit, makes perfect sense, won't question it. Oh yeah, because we got to fight the Russians, yeah. Like, because NATO, and Europe, Western Europe, well, how will we have Belgian waffles, and so, this will be treated as like this thing that we've got to do, and and anybody who opposes, well, you see, because those Trump won't be into war with Russia. No MAGA candidates will run on war with Russia, so the accusation will be that MAGA is once again showing its allegiance to Russia. They're already starting to do this. Honestly, one of the smartest things that the right could do is interview Inessa S. Start interviewing Russian YouTubers and Russian nationalist YouTubers. Just beat them to it, because it's going to be, unless you fight Russia, you're soft on Russia. CNN then gets to wag the finger at you because you're soft on Russia. This is and that's my bet. That's my call. I gotta admit, I want to thank everybody for explaining to me the political groups around what was going on in Kazakhstan. Thank you very much. This end of it, I think I kind of am calling a little closer, because now I'm calling it closer to home base. I understand how stupid, the American political leaders, they are leaders of the politic. So there we go. That's my my next thing. I'm kind of curious to see, because it's just the fact that NATO. So one of the interesting things is, I'm going to have to read this article, is NATO hasn't named what Russia did that we need to fight them. They haven't named it. They didn't say, like, because you guys did this. This is now, it's a fight now. Yeah, so I'm kind of, I got to look it over again to see exactly what the quotes were. But basically it was, you Russians are being Russian. NATO has to do something, and NATO and her allies, and so that's also then going to be the next big thing, telling Americans you have to help the NATO allies. NATO is basically begging right now for more of our money and our boys' blood, and that's where it seems to be at. Later.